If you got booted off a second ago, I apologize. I wanted to share, I did get in the sun today. That was beautiful. I've got a friend here with me. And my niece and my sister were here for the weekend, and my other sister and my nephew are coming Tuesday. But this is about channeling and following guidance, and I'm literally bleeding out right now, my wounds. I decided to be a squirter today. So we're calling the nurse to come and take care of that, but we follow the guidance anyway, and we get online while we're bleeding out. Spirit says this is going to be about the physical body. We'll see, okay? Let's call in the angels. Creator of all things, thank you so much for your light and your love. Thank you for this opportunity to connect to the divine within. I command to be connected to the angels that are of the highest vibration, that are of the Creator's vibration, that are of the frequency that is the truest of our further north, our furthest to south, our furthest east, our furthest west, that we are always in alignment with the frequency of the I Am. I command this to be so, that this channeling come through with only this frequency, as the angels know to bring. Thank you, Creator. It is done, it is done, it is done. Ashe Aho, Amen. We are where you are, wanting to be where you are, wanting to be where you are. Everyone is feeling the feels, feeling so distracted that the distraction turns into guilt and shame. The aspect of your body that is opposite to your physical wellness. You're wanting to feel alive. And in the feeling alive, the feeling of welcoming all that comes with your aliveness causes you to feel even more guilt and shame for not wanting to also feel the lower vibrational frequencies that you sense are the feelings of disappointment, frustration, overstimulation, overwhelm. And yet only one frequency can neutralize all of these frequencies without invalidating your feelings. The frequency of peace. The frequency of peace. What would it feel like to feel peace in my body right now? Sitting or standing or walking, listening, tuning into the third eye center. Your body is the one to tell you what it needs. But it also is a soul. It is also a mind. It is also a heart. It's the one that delivers the visceral sensation that occurs to you as aliveness. What if you could find aliveness inside of sadness? Find aliveness inside of the feeling of being left out. Find aliveness inside of any kind of physical pain. Not to the point of masochism, of course not. To the point of redirecting yourself from a space of shame or blame or guilt into moving like your body wants you to move, at every degree, listening and moving a little bit more, listening and moving a little bit more. Today, Rachel was wondering what she needed. She was speaking to a friend, and she realized she all of a sudden felt overwhelmed, overstimulated, and moving on to the next thing didn't feel good to her either. She found her brain searching for what's next. But what's next was moving in the opposite frequency to what her soul, her body, her mind, and her heart were asking. What's next means I'm not willing to be in what's now. And so she stopped. She slowed down. And she was with that feeling, whatever it was. And immediately it transmuted. And she was recalibrated into a place of feeling held and far from overwhelmed and overstimulated. We are encouraging every single one of you to continue to listen, not to us, but to aspects of us through your own soul. Advising and inviting, not advising, inviting yourself to want to feel more in tune with your body, because your desire is enough. Stop making yourself wrong for not being able to accomplish slowness or stopness. There. Deep breath. Imagine the most outrageously, we are talking to all of you about your bodies and definitely seeing you for where you are, what you have tried, what you haven't tried, and we are not expecting you to try anything else. What does that feel like? To not be expected to try. Can you be in that? Can you release yourself from that trying? Trying is resistance. Trying is failure. It is the same frequency as failure. Yes? Stop trying. Start surrendering. Surrendering is connecting to the frequency that is connected to all that is. Why wouldn't you want the frequency that has resources everywhere and connections to all to be turned directly into you? Because that's what is happening now. You are being invited to acknowledge this connection that is always and every time focused upon you, streaming in your direction, available to help you. But you want to get rid of your guilt and your shame first before you ask for help. But your guilt and your shame are always the reasons you don't ask for help. So what are you waiting for? The only way to show that you are not guilty and not shameful is to turn towards God. And you say, well, that's not right because I am guilty and I am shameful. But not to God you are. Not to God. When we say take extreme care of your bodies, we don't mean make extreme moves in your mind that make you really vigilant about everything you're doing. We are asking you to be present with the parts of you that can't move because you feel so stuck and frozen by your desire to do better. And we are encouraging you to stop trying. Listen and stop trying. And send love and radical acceptance to the part of you that you can imagine feels overwhelmed, overworked, overstimulated, and trying to distract themselves. Imagine loving them unconditionally without changing a thing. Even the parts of you that are self-sabotaging. What would it feel like to be with and love those aspects as well? The radiant one inside of you is already activated. You have already developed. And you are ready now. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We always have loved you. We always will love you. We will always love you.